Madam Speaker, I rise today with concern for this legislation. I don't know if it goes far enough and if we're doing our due diligence when it comes to public safety. And as far as I know, that's the most important issue with our residents in the state of Connecticut. And this year we raised taxes quite a bit, well over $1 billion. And the idea was because we had to provide core services. And not only have the public reached out and said, what's going on if you're going to be letting potential violent offenders out, pedophiles and other people out early. They have concern, but also I've received a lot of feedback from corrections employees saying these are the criminals that we really have to think not only twice and 3 times and 4 times about letting out early, but many of them you just can't rehabilitate. So I have some serious concerns relating to this legislation. I do recognize that there are other states that have some programs. And I know Connecticut has some programs also. We've been working very hard on veterans, on our youth, to make sure there's many rehabilitation programs to make sure that they can go through educational programs, programs to help them get back into our society and be productive members of our society. But, like my colleague Mr. Mikatel said, we have to think about not only potential future victims, but those who have been victimized in the past. And when you're talking about criminals, there's no room for error. We witnessed an error, Cheshire. And everyone knows what happened in that situation. And the first time somebody's let out of prison and something happens, they're going to look at us this year and say, you know what? You didn't provide the public safety that we demanded as citizens of the state of Connecticut. And if it's somebody in my region, somebody in my community, I'm going to hear it along with all of you. But no matter what, anyone in this state that becomes a victim from somebody who's let out of prison early, we're all going to have ink on our fingers. And I'm going to vote no because I'm going to make sure that that ink is not on my finger and the public knows that I don't support letting out criminals early. Thank you, Madam Speaker.